Hi everyone, this is Nelly with SF Cryptocurrency Devs, and today we're chatting with James Prestwich, who's going to tell us a little bit about his new project, Summa.
So I got into crypto in 2014. At the time I was out of college for a year or two, had a degree in Japanese literature, had worked in some...
Not cryptography.
Not cryptography. Worked in like small business operations management a little bit. So I was living in rural Japan and had a good internet connection and way too much free time. Stumbled on references to Bitcoin somewhere online, looked it up, just started getting deeper and deeper involved. Wound up meeting my co-founders at Storage, and this space is still so young that if you just kind of show up and do work and insist that you work there, they just have to deal with it at some point.
Totally.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you mentioned Storage. You were also involved with the Chia project, but now you're working on another venture of your own, Summa. Can you share a little bit more about that and why that's super exciting to you right now?
Yeah, so Summa works on cross-chain financial contracts. We do options, futures, forward swaps, and other kind of more complex financial instruments with different assets on different blockchains. So right now we work with 20 different blockchains, and we will do cross-chain contracts for you.
Excellent.
I got excited about it because I found myself, at Storage in a position where we had crypto assets and we needed cash flows and we needed hedging, and we didn't have any tools for that at all.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist. So we're building something that I feel there's a real need for, and I also find very intellectually stimulating.
Exactly. So tell us a little bit more about what you're building. You recently released a toolbox called Riemann.
Yeah. So Riemann is a transaction construction toolbox for Bitcoin-like blockchains. It's a fancy way of saying that you can use it to move money around on 20 different live cryptocurrencies. It supports Bitcoin, Litecoin, Vertcoin, Decred, and 15 other things you've never heard of. So you can write an app once with Bitcoin in mind and change one line of code and support Litecoin.
That's amazing.
We tried to build this to be simple, modular, and very human-friendly. We feel like it's the missing tool for cryptocurrency developers to just speed up development, bring things from the whiteboard to production faster, and serve users better.
That's really cool. And can you tell us what you think is the biggest challenge that's facing this space right now, especially if you're a developer or engineer?
Despite how much money there is flying around the space right now, all tooling is really bad. The educational materials are bad. The tools that exist are bad. Figuring out how to, get a custom transaction on Bitcoin takes weeks for most people, if not months. Figuring out how to deploy a smart contract to Ethereum take weeks. And then, there's no checks for whether you're writing something well.
Right.
In Ethereum,
is it good code?
Is it good code? Are you accidentally going to lose someone else's money?
Billions of dollars? Maybe.
It's happened. Hasn't happened to me yet, but maybe someday. As a developer, as someone out there writing code, I'm constantly struggling with bad documentation and bad tooling. And I have to go out and figure things out just by reading the Ethereum code base.
Right. So you're saying more folks should try and just build on top of the ecosystem and try and expand it, right? So whether it's good UI, good documentation, or some kind of accelerators, platforms, toolkits for folks to just build on, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone is chasing their token and whatever giant system they need. No one's building infrastructure. So we decided, at Summa, let's publicly release good tooling, good infrastructure, and that's why we made Riemann.
It's awesome. So when could we see something out?
So Riemann's out.
Yep.
We're going to be releasing our first product later this summer.
Awesome.
And I'm not going to talk about it right now, but it's going to make a splash, we hope.
Perfect. We're super excited to see what you come up with. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.